Hey everyone, my name's Christina Huseman and I'm a doTERRA Elite Wellness Advocate. And today we're going to be talking about laundry care. So welcome to my laundry room. I just want to share some tips on how to clean your laundry, especially if you're trying to move to more natural solutions in your home. So that's the topic of today's video. So welcome everyone that's new. We're going to get started with this question. When you go to the grocery store or to Walmart, even Costco and Sam's, and you get anywhere near the laundry aisle, you know you're near the laundry aisle because you can smell it, right? I mean, the smell just like booms right out of that aisle with all of the different detergents and fabric softeners and fabric boosters and all that stuff really smells very, very strong. And that's because of all the synthetic fragrances that are in there. And we're going to get into that. Hey guys, thanks for watching. So let's start with what we use in my home, and that is the doTERRA On Guard laundry detergent. I don't have much left in here. I'm waiting on my next bottle to come in. And so I want to tell you about this detergent and why my family chose to use this. I used to be a Tide fan, Tide and all, and it really depended on what, how it affected my kids' skin. And so for a while we had to use the baby detergent until I was introduced to doTERRA's On Guard laundry detergent. And let me tell you what is in here that is so fabulous. So this is a natural based and highly concentrated laundry detergent. It's 6 times more concentrated than what you can get at the local store or supermarket. 6 times more concentrated. That means you are going to get the full amount of loads, 64 loads out of this bottle, same as you would get at the store, except this has not been diluted down. So you're not going to need that much of it when you get ready to put it into your washing machine. You're going to get the power of doTERRA's On Guard Protective Blend. Many of us are familiar with the On Guard blend because we use it to do what? Kill germs and to boost our immune system. That's exactly what it does when it is included in your detergent. Is it's really going to kill those germs from the vegetable-based stains that get stuck into the like little bitty microfibers of your clothes. The On Guard is really going to penetrate deep and help kill those germs. This also includes biooriginated enzymes or lipase enzymes, and you can Google that if you want to know some more science about the lipase enzymes. But what those do is help to really clean and break down all those vegetable-based or vegetable oil-based stains. Now, much of the stains that go on our clothes are vegetable-based, and I can tell you that because I have toddlers and they eat and they wear what they eat right here. So that happens with us too when you're cooking, when you're just out and about, your lotions, even the fragrances or colognes and lotions you spray on your body get on your clothes. Those are all vegetable-based. So the enzymes are going to actively help to break that down. So a 10 milliliter bottle of On Guard, and it shows you on the back, is included in this whole bottle of On Guard laundry detergent. You're going to get roughly 64 loads. It's safe for the entire family. That includes your animals. So if you wash your animals' bedding or favorite Snuggies or blankets, it's safe for them. And it's also safe for the environment. So as that water in your washing machine washes out, it is totally safe for the environment as well. The next question I get most of the time about the laundry detergents is it safe for my HE washers? Yes, it absolutely is. Now I want to show you a neat little trick, and you won't be able to see it so well because of the lighting, but if you have questions after this, I can certainly answer and show you a better picture. Inside the cap of this concentrated bottle of laundry detergent, there are 3 lines, and the first line is if you have a small load and you know, they're very delicate, or maybe you didn't wear them that much, they're not really soiled, you can get away with that. So that's about a tablespoon of laundry detergent in here. So you'd pour it to that first line, pour it in your machine, and wash your clothes. The next line, the second line, is really for more conventional washers or for kind of mildly soiled clothes. You've worn them, maybe you sweated in them, you went out, you know, whatever, you got a stain on it. That's where you're going to use the second line. That's 2 tablespoons, and that's all you need for that wash. Now, let's say maybe you live in my household and you get stuff on your clothes when you eat. You play outside regularly, so you have those grass stains. Maybe, you know, we have kids, so if you have blood, poop, pee, any kind of grease, gunk, crayons, glue, just the gunk that you get on you when you're doing crafts, any of that stuff, if you have a really, really soiled load. Mark and I are runners, so when we wash our running clothes, can I get an amen to stinky? So those clothes, just really stinky, gross clothes, you're going to want to use the top line. And that's kind of the max you'll need. Remember, this is super concentrated, so you only need to stick to the levels that are inside the cup. And you can see that when you get it, they're marked right inside the cup for you. But a good way to remember is 1 tablespoon for lightly or mildly dirty clothes, 2 tablespoons if it is really, you know, kind of, it's getting to be nasty. And then if it's like a really stank load or real heavy load, you might want to use 3, and that's marked on the cap. So this is totally free of synthetic fragrances, dyes, toxins, which helps make it color safe, so you don't have to worry about separating out your clothes or worrying if it's going to make the blacks bleed or, you know, just diminish the color. I hate washing navy blue and blacks because then they come out looking gray and light blue and not the color that they were. But this is totally safe for colors and safe for all washable fabrics. So anything that you would wash, if it's curtains, bedspreads, sheets, whatever, if it can be washed, then it's safe for it. Now let's talk about why some of this stuff matters. Now I opened with the question of when you go in the grocery store, you can smell where the laundry aisle is. Why is that? It's because there's been a lot of research done, and you can Google all that research, but around like the 1970s, they really started promoting dryer sheets, and in those dryer sheets are added fragrances and chemicals. Then in the 1990s, Procter & Gamble, as well as Downy, Snuggle, all those big brands that are simply trying to pad their pockets, they are really out for profit. They hired some scientists and came up with different formulas for chemical products to go in there to kind of give off a fragrance. Now, I don't know if you caught all of that, but they're lab created. They have scientists that are checking to see which chemicals will give a particular scent, which chemicals will soften your clothes, which chemicals will give you this desired effect. That means that in the store-bought laundry detergent, you're getting chemicals in there that are then going to be transferred to your clothes. Some of those chemicals are going to go out in the water into the environment. The rest are going to be absorbed into your bloodstream when you put your clothes on. I know you don't think about your clothes that often, and I'm wearing a beach cover-up, so you really can't see a normal shirt, but when you wear clothes on your body, we have pores all over our body, and our body absorbs what is in our clothes. That's why oftentimes, especially like my grandparents, really recommend wearing cotton clothing because it's very breathable and your skin and pores can still breathe. So when you apply that logic to what you're wearing, if you have gunk and chemicals on your clothes, it's being absorbed into your body and into your bloodstream. So if you, let's say, you know, you wash your clothes and you get this kind of stinky smell when it comes out. There have been people that have said when they use the On Guard detergent, they kind of get like a little stench. Let me just tell you what that is and not to be alarmed by it. Remember I told you that there's biooriginated enzymes or lipase enzymes in here. What that means is that enzyme, just like the enzymes that are in TerraZyme that we take for our digestive system to really break down the food we eat, the enzymes in your laundry detergent are there to break down all those vegetable-based stains, those germs and chemicals. The On Guard is going to do its job and kill germs. So when you think about killing germs, just know it might give off a little smell to it. And then when you transfer from the washing machine into the dryer, those enzymes are activated and they're really going to help pull out all the germs and gunk while they're in the dryer. Now, if you need a booster for your load, like let's say you just want to add something to it, you can always add your oils to your laundry. We do often in our home. So if it's a real soiled load, I might add Purify Essential Oil, which was on yesterday's BOGO. So I hope you guys took advantage of that because, like I said, we use this often, especially in the laundry room in our home. But the Purify Cleansing Blend can go right into your washer. So you can put a couple drops in with your cap full of laundry detergent and start your laundry. Or if you're like me, I often take baking soda. I have a big bag from Sam's, and I will take a scoop out, a cupful, and put a couple drops right onto the top of the powder and then dump it directly in my washing machine. That baking soda is really going to help make the water alkaline and help kill those germs and pull out all of those stains that are in your clothes. You can also get a washing machine booster. Just make sure you get a very organic one, or if you're into making your own laundry detergent, make sure you use a real organic Castile soap and baking soda, and then any of your essential oils to put in there. That'll help kind of kill any of the chemicals. I know a lot of people live in areas where you have what's called hard water, or maybe the water from your municipal has some chemicals in it, or I know sometimes fluoride's in there or not in there, and the water may have a real kind of lead taste or metal taste. Those are chemicals in your water, and so by adding that booster or adding your essential oils, you can really help cut down on some of those chemicals if you live in an area where your water is kind of hard water. We have a well at our home, so sometimes depending on if it's rained a lot, the water may taste just a little gritty, and so that's why we use our oils as well as the baking soda in our water. Now, I alluded to the 1990s when Procter & Gamble really pushed fabric softener. So I want to give you some natural solutions to fabric softener. For the longest time, I was a huge fan of dryer sheets. It just was common knowledge. You have your detergent and then you have your dryer sheet and you would throw it in there. Let me tell you about dryer sheets. When all of those scientists and chemists got together for those big companies, they came up with a solution that's kind of like a chemical cocktail. And you can Google all this if you want some more research about dryer sheets. But that chemical cocktail is put on those dryer sheets. It goes into your dryer. And the chemicals have to be heat activated. That's why it's for the dryer. And when it heats up, it melts those chemicals. And what they do is they coat your clothes. And then when you pull it out, what do you, millions of dollars spent on dryer sheets. And what do you do with that little dryer sheet when you pull it out of your dryer? You throw it away in the trash. Money right in the trash. All for those melted chemicals to go on your body, because they're going on your clothes and your clothes are going on your body. So let me tell you why, just a simple tip on why we toss the dryer sheet. I had bought lots of good towels. Kohl's had a sale. I'm a fan of Kohl's when they have sales. And so I bought lots of really good towels from Kohl's and would use them in the dryer. And I noticed over time that this dryer sheet that said it's supposed to fluff it, make it soft and whatever, I got the fragrance from it. I got the chemical fragrance from it right when I opened the dryer and, that air hits your face. But over time, the towels just started breaking down. They were getting little tears in them. They just really didn't absorb well. Well, that chemical cocktail that the scientists created to go into a dryer sheet, what it does over time is it lessens the absorbency of towels. So if you have towels, those microfiber washcloths, we use those to dust and to Windex with. If you have those, your washcloths, any kind of towel, kitchen towels that you use, if you add a dryer sheet to it, that chemical cocktail that's on those dryer sheets is going to lessen the absorbency. And who wants to use a towel that's not going to absorb the water? That's kind of counterproductive, right? Now let me tell you about the fabric softeners. So fabric softeners, and this really came from my research on Procter & Gamble. In the 1990s, they created kind of really a big push for liquid fabric softener. And you add the liquid fabric softener in the washing machine with your detergent to soften it. And kind of the myth behind that doing its job is lots of the chemicals in there, the main focus was that they would be created to have a very appealing fragrance. That's one of the reasons you can smell the laundry aisle from a mile away in the grocery store. When you're getting close to it, you can smell it. Is because they were created with that in mind, to really appeal to your senses, specifically your sense of smell. And so all of those chemicals, synthetic fragrances that are made, are going into your clothes in the wash cycle, and they had to be very particular when they created liquid fabric softeners. And it's because as the detergent breaks down, some of those fabric softeners have to stay encapsulated or whole for a minute, because they really don't activate until you transition your clothes from the washer to the dryer. So they're in there to kind of tack on to your clothes, and then when you move them over to the dryer, they bust open, and that's when all of the chemicals and synthetics get on your clothes. So let me give you some natural ways. I've talked about why you want to use this detergent, and let me tell you another quick thing about this detergent that I think you need to know. I am one of those folks that, and I have little kids, and I have a busy lifestyle, that I may throw in a load of laundry in the morning before I leave the house with good intentions to put it in the dryer before I leave. But sometimes that little buzzer goes off, and I'm in the middle of, getting a bottle, changing a diaper, whatever. It's a struggle to get out the house, and I forget to move the laundry over. When I was a parole and probation officer, that was always a happening in our home. Mark would get home and say, "Do I need to move the clothes over?" Yes, and I'm very sorry that they stink, right? When clothes have been in the washing machine with those chemicals in the detergent and it sits all day, then it starts to sour. Your clothes that you thought you were washing really start to sour. So we would move them over, and it was kind of counterproductive to then dry soured clothes and throw in a dryer sheet hoping that it would make it smell nice. With your On Guard laundry detergent, this is all natural. It is not going to sour, and that On Guard essential oil blend that's in here is really going to help break down and kill those germs. It's not going to create more by causing your clothes to sour. So when I first started using that, that's one of the first things that I noticed was when I forgot about the load of laundry being in the washing machine, I opened the washing machine up, it did not stink, and I was like, oh, this is great. I can wash it. Meanwhile, we have an HE washer, one of the newer ones, and so we noticed a total breakdown in the mold around the rim. Sometimes on those new washers, you have to open it up and kind of let it air out and wipe off that drum piece, and we would always check that little plastic vent for socks, and it never fails. You would get out like some mold out of there. That all started to break down when we started using On Guard laundry detergent. It really started cleaning our washer. Then it started cleaning the lines, and we could tell that because our clothes were coming out more fresh and more clean. And so the water sitting in those water lines leading into your washing machine won't build up mold and gunk. This is really going to help flush it out and cleanse those lines in your washing machine as you use it. So that's just a fun tip about this and how effective it is if you have a busy lifestyle like me and you often don't get to swap the laundry over right away. Now let's talk about, let's say you have a stain on your clothes and you're using a more natural solution. You want to know what to do. You can simply take On Guard. I also like On Guard blend, the oil blend, as well as the On Guard cleaner, and apply it right to the stain area. You can put a couple drops or just a little squeeze of the concentrated cleaner, rub it into the stain, and then throw it in the washing machine with your On Guard laundry detergent, and it will come out. Another cool tip for stains, you can make a simple stain remover, little baking soda in here to really hold the oil, and then add whatever oils you want, like On Guard or Purify, or a cleaner oil like Purify, On Guard, and lemon. So lemon we use often with our laundry, and that is because lemon essential oil is great for purifying, detoxifying, and cleansing. So if you have, like I said, you have really soiled clothes, nasty clothes, a stain that you just have to get out, lemon will do the trick. It always does the trick. Candy, those little dum-dum suckers that my kids get all the time from the bank, it never fails, they get one stuck to their shirt. Lemon essential oil will really help to get that stain, that sticky out, or any kind of gunk that you have on your clothes. So you can apply lemon directly to your clothes to the stain area, or you can order some of these cool little spray tops off Amazon or EOS or Oil Life, and they fit right on top of your oil bottle. What you would do is open your oil bottle, pop off that orifice, and then screw your spray top on, and then you can spray directly from the bottle. Any of your old bottles, don't throw these little bottles away. These are great for making sprays. So you can add some water and a couple drops of whatever oils you want to it and spray that on. That's what I do for the next thing, and that's fabric softener. What do I do in place of fabric softener? Since I tossed the liquid fabric softener and I tossed my dryer sheets, what do I use, Christina? Let me tell you. First thing I do is I start with distilled vinegar. So this you can get from the store. You can buy it from Costco, Sam's in a big bottle. We actually have a bigger bottle. This I used kind of for some of my sprays, and it was easier to carry for my video today. So distilled vinegar in a big bottle. What I do is I pour about a half a cup to a cup, depending on my load size, into the fabric softener cup in my washing machine. So I'm pouring my detergent on one side and I pour distilled vinegar. Now I know you're like, is that going to make my clothes smell? Absolutely not. Vinegar is really going to help make your clothes soft, and it's very natural, and so it's not going to put added chemicals into your clothes, but it's really going to help soften your clothes. Then what I do when I move my clothes over to the dryer, I got these off of Amazon. You can get them. I've seen them at Target and at Walmart and different places. These are wool dryer balls, and so you can get them in this cool little drawstring satchel, and here they are. This is all they look like, and what I do is I apply the oils directly to the balls, just a couple drops, and I usually put about 3 or 4 balls, and I toss them in my dryer and turn them on. Your clothes come out smelling amazing. And I'm going to tell you which oils I use. So I love to use Purify. If we have a real stinky load, we're washing running clothes, work clothes, grass cutting clothes. Amen to grass cutting clothes, right? Those things stink. Purify goes on my balls. If I am doing our sheets, maybe the kids' bed sheets or linens, if I'm doing towels, I definitely want my towel when I get out of the shower to smell really nice. I use a blend of either Serenity or lavender. So here's my lavender and peppermint. I love minty smells, and peppermint, it just smells so good coming out of the dryer. So for me, I combine both lavender and peppermint in a simple spray bottle with water, distilled water. You can also add a little witch hazel if you want to it, but then I spritz my balls, or I might spritz the clothes and just spray them down, and I throw it right into the dryer and turn it on, and they come out smelling amazing. And the dryer balls really help keep clothes from getting wrinkled. They're great for that. They're also great for absorbing, because they're wool, absorbing the lint. And you will notice over time you will have less and less lint from your clothes when you switch to a more natural solution, because you're not adding chemicals. But the breakdown process and killing the germs is really happening in the washing machine. Then when it gets to the dryer, those little particles can come out. And so as you kind of detox your clothes in your laundry routine, you will notice less and less in the dryer vent. So the spray, the other thing I want to mention is sometimes clothes can't go from the wash machine to the dryer. Some of them you really want to hang up and hang dry. Maybe your delicates and stuff like that that you really need to hang dry. So what I recommend doing is when you pull it out of the washing machine, you're going to take your spray bottle that you made for your wool balls and spray them down. You can mist them down with any oil that you want for them to hand dry, and that way they get that nice aroma and not a synthetic fragrance from your laundry detergent or your fabric softener. One other thing I want to mention about your clothes is if you buy your clothes in a mainstream store, any of the mainstream big chain stores, your clothes are actually being sprayed down with chemicals before they go on the shelf. Did you know that? They are. They're being sprayed down with chemicals that are particularly flame retardants. So, and that's to keep them, from catching fire or whatever in the warehouse. But why would I want to put a flame retardant on my body, right? Absolutely not. So, oftentimes those chemicals, when you put them on, some people just pop off the tag off of the shirt and put it on. And although it may feel like it's new, you may have a little itch to your body. Some folks, I know a lot of my friends, they come home and they throw those clothes in the wash machine right away and wash them and dry them before they put them on their body, and that's to get the chemicals off. But what you don't want to be doing is applying more chemicals to them through your laundry detergent or your fabric softener. The other reason why I really recommend using a fabric softener, a natural fabric softener like the ones I've mentioned, instead of those dryer sheets or the chemical liquid-based ones at the store, is because if you have sensitive, dry, itchy, even oily skin, all of those skin types, oftentimes those liquid fabric softeners really irritate your skin, and it's because there have those synthetic fragrances right in there, and then they're on your body. And so if your skin is very sensitive, you're going to want to cut that stuff out, because your liquid fabric softener could be contributing to your skin issues that you may be having. So I think I've covered just about everything. I told you about the stains, to use the On Guard or the lemon essential oil. I told you my trick about using vinegar in my washing machine. And then I told you the tricks about the wool dryer balls. Again, you can get these at usually any of the big chain stores, or definitely on Amazon. That's where I got mine. But the On Guard laundry detergent has been a game changer in our home. So if you're coming home from vacation, or maybe you were here and you had a staycation and you still have lots of dirty clothes, maybe you went camping and you know, you didn't have good water source while you were camping, and so your clothes just reek, I really recommend that you go in your back office and order this and start using it in your washing machine. You will really see a difference in your clothes and in the way your body feels. The other thing I want to mention about this is if you're already a customer with doTERRA or a wellness advocate, then you know by ordering this on your loyalty rewards order, you earn points, and then you can always use those points to buy products like this, as well as your toothpaste, your shampoo, your soap, all of your household products for free. Oftentimes, this is how I get my On Guard laundry detergent. So just by using my oils on a regular basis, I am getting my laundry detergent free, and that's a huge saver. Not only is this concentrated, 6 times concentrated, and so you're going to get the most out of your laundry detergent, and so pennies per laundry load that you do. But when you use it on your loyalty rewards program and you get this for free, then you're really maximizing the savings in your home, because you're getting you know, household products that you have to have for free. So if you're getting ready for school, you got to go buy uniforms, school clothes, grab a bottle of this, wash those clothes and get those chemicals off before you put them on your little children or anyone in your household. If you just, you know, are ready to dive into a more natural solution, grab a bottle of this, put laundry detergent top at your list. It's one of the things we don't think that often about, but it's one of the areas where we put the most chemicals on our body and aren't even aware of it. If you have any questions about today's video, post them in the comments. There will be several online classes next week that I'm teaching that I don't mind adding you to if you can't get out to one of my live classes. We will have a class next Thursday at Bread and Butter Bakery on the Square in Covington, 6 p.m. There's going to be a fun make and take for back to school. I'll post about that later in the week, but I will need to know if you're coming to that class so I can make sure I have enough supplies. So next Thursday and the Thursday following. Don't forget, I have a big hostess special going on for anyone who wants to host a class in the month of July, and that is so simple. So simple, guys. Just grab a couple of your friends together. We can come out to the pool. We can do it in the backyard. We can do it in the living room. If you need to come to my house, or if I need to use my class site for you, we can do it at Bread and Butter. Just get in touch with me. Pick a date. Let's see if that's available on my calendar, and let's get it done, because there's some awesome hostess gifts this month. There's also some fun new enrollment specials by me. So when you enroll with my team, not only do you get the education, I add you to all of my educational business pages that has just tons of knowledge and is a huge resource for you, but I also give you a welcome packet, and that's new this month. So if you are looking to get started and want to know how you can get your own laundry detergent, how you can get your oils, and get started on a more healthier organic lifestyle, then message me for those instructions as well. So this has been fun. Thank you for joining me in my laundry room, and I hope you guys have a happy Wednesday. And again, if you have any questions, post them in the comments. Take care.